Gentlemen, welcome to the scene of New York by Night with your hero, Mr. Silas, who's, after the various chaos and kerfuffle of this evening, has gotten back to sorting out his general day-to-day duties in his bar while keeping a track on various things, having people arrive, establishing this place to be pretty much his personal fortress. He's got guns he has covered from multiple different buildings, multiple directions. He has people keeping an eye out on everything. And chances are has more back coming. But before we get onto this, our new friend and person to be joining us in a bit is going to be heading down to the penthouse to have a meeting with the local seneschal. But on his way, he would like to do some hunting.
Right, I'm just going to do a dex stealth roll for this.
The good old-fashioned find someone, sneak up somebody in the alleyway and hunk.
Yeah, it's a shame obfuscate doesn't help here. But celerity will, because that stacks with your dex.
love the celerity. Know it, love it. Okay, huge numbers of successes.
Delilah!
Damn dogs.
Yeah.
Give me a brief perception and alertness.
Okay, perception. Alertness. Not as good.
No, good. It's just a thing of you go and you go for your hunk. You get the blood out, and you also kept an eye out and made sure that there wasn't any witnesses. You didn't notice any, so as far as everything's concerned, it's all pretty good.
Okay, so I should pretty much be able to get back the few blood points I needed.
Well, that's 2 blood points.
That's all I needed.
You're good. It's 2 blood points per hunting roll, or unless you actually decide to kill the guy.
Right.
In which case, it's 10.
Anyway, I got my 2 blood points. And now I'm heading towards the penthouse.
Excellent. Well, the penthouse has been described to you several times before. We don't really need to go into it again. You know the standard rules and security procedures. So you will be checked for weapons.
They will find a knife on me, as well
Thank you very much. As well as,
if they're looking for other things, I have lockpicks too.
no, that's fine, sir. We merely wish to be able to keep track of where things are, not necessarily take them off you unless they're extravagant. In which case, please go and enjoy your stay at the penthouse.
The elfin just walks in silently.
Okay, you'll be in there for a few minutes before you get the generally caught up on the mirror check and say, a kindred I don't know has walked into my bar. In which case, bring them up to me under heavy security that they cannot see. Very unobvious security. And as you're by yourself and no one's noticed anybody else coming along, and that the weight registers that there is only you and the person with you and not extra weight in the elevator. Like I said, lots of security.
Mm-hmm.
And that the camera crew that watches it, which is located about 1.5 miles away, has not reported any extras. Okay. You get up, and the doors on the right are already open, and you can see a large open, very fancy, the VIP lounge. With Mr. Silas and his drink of choice.
Leofin is going to just walk up to you at the bar.
Good evening. I'm sorry, I haven't seen you about before. If you'll understand, I'm a bit cautious at the moment. Introductions are important. My name's Mr. Silas. And you are?
Leofin, Hawk, Neonate, Asimite, Camarilla.
Well, that's nice in a nutshell. I trust you already know I'm the local seneschal. Do you have any papers or anything to prove your identity?
He takes out a short letter that was written by a Assamite from a Camarilla city in a state I can't remember states close to New York, but one of them.
One of the states. I don't know my states myself. I don't live in
The thing is, I live in the United States, so
in
that's a
which
bit.
case, bad American.
Yeah, most Americans don't even know what the First Amendment is.
Good point.
Anyway, one of the cities saying that I was supposed to meet um, other Assamites here, but that didn't really pan out, so I instead met up with the sheriff.
You've already met Mr. Green then.
Yes.
I see. Well, welcome to New York. I'll have a actually thank you for the verification papers. I'll have a chat with the person on the opposite line, but until such a time that I find out that you're not who you say you are, welcome. I should inform you that currently we're not in the best situations. The city is officially on a war footing. So you might find that business is good.
Hmm. Yes. The Camarilla's presence here, as I've been told, is tenuous. I believe it
Yes,
is the Sabat. Yes?
they're making a push. It's not particularly well timed push. Are you open for contracts,
That
or do you wish to find your feet first?
if you if it is for the good of the Camarilla or if I am being paid, just tell me what you need.
Excellent. Well, if you're open for contracts, I will make sure to fetch the details. Of course, these will be contracts on the locals about that are making themselves known. There's a couple of a little bit of rank in their number that will be worthy of one of the Assamites' attention.
Hmm. Who?
I'll have to check the details. Their names are in my notes. Out of character, I know their names, I just can't remember them right now. But yes, I'll check out the details. What is the payment that you typically ask for contracts like these?
Payment in money, of course.
That can be provided in abundance.
Hmm.
But please sit down, make yourself comfortable. Would you care for a beverage?
I just
Hospitality is very important in our city.
I already had some. I'm quite full. He does sit down though.
Good, good. Do you have any questions, Hawk?
None, save for the one I already asked.
I'll have those contracts. Do you have a way for me to contact you?
Uh, Hawk pulls out a piece of paper, jots down a number, and hands it to you. My cell phone.
Good, good. In which case, like I said, welcome to our city. It's been rather timed of you. So you might find that business is good. I'll get the details that you need. Now, if you might excuse me, Hawk, I believe I have another guest arriving that I need to talk to in private.
Very well.
help yourself to the hospitality of my VIP lounge, and I'll be meeting this one in my office. Just give the waitress, she's the blood doll. Just let her know if you need my attention or need my presence. Okay, and we shall then wait for a certain other person who's meant to be arriving, a certain doctor.
Oh, the doctor is quite comfortable eating something in the background because now he has a human body. He has remembered that he needs to eat.
A young-ish waitress will tap you on the shoulder and saying, "The boss is ready to see you now, sir."
Mm. Okay. Do you think he will be bothered if I bring this? And he raises a little bit the.
I've already bought a tray for you, sir. Would you care for me to bring a refill, or would you prefer to finish this and wait for dessert?
Oh, no, thank you, darling. I will finish eating later. Business first, pleasure later. Yes. And he will start limping away to
Okay.
Mr. Silas' office.
Excellent. Okay, well, you arrive, and Mr. Silas is also just in with a little map of the city in front of him, making little dots on it. Did you see her again, Doctor?
Yes. It's good to be still alive. So
I appreciate the same thing.
I have presented your message today to the court.
Excellent.
And they agree.
Good.
So, I need a few more pieces of information.
Of course. What can I do for you?
Please tell me the whole situation. How many people did this Mr. DuPont kill? How he looks like? Who he killed? Yada, yada, yada.
Right. Here is a picture of Mr. DuPont. Here you go. That's what he looks like.
Grab picture.
Also, actually, while I'm at it, here's a picture of Mr. Green, the person I'm trying to get rescued.
Very well. He has other special quality that doesn't show in this picture.
He's a special one. Occasionally, he gains certain features of animalistic properties, but they go away after a week or so.
Okay, I hope he has some of them. It will be easier to spot. So,
according to the recent footage, yes, there should be one or two of them on his person.
Fantastic. I'm sure my contact would love that. Now, who did this Mr. DuPont kill?
He killed a good friend of mine, another doctor, a lawman of ours, very learned in our own histories, and with him gone, much of those old histories has now been lost.
Sad
He used to work at the university. His name was Dr. Softly.
Very well. So you're looking him for one murder?
There was another one, a Mr. Sullivan, a artist.
Yeah. It's always a shame when an artist dies.
Yes. And yes, that is a double murder of two people I was actually rather fond of, and that we sorely needed in the city.
And this Mr. DuPont, also Jax, took Mr. Green away.
Yes.
Very well. We will need access to the last place where this Mr. DuPont said Mr. Green were.
I can organize that quite easily. I might redirect a few people around you. Let me know when you need access. Here's an address.
Very well.
I'll need to know ahead of time when you plan to go there so I can make sure that you're not stumbled upon.
Very well. Um, how then would you want these people? Except Mr. Green.
Mr. Green, I want very, very much intact.
Very
I would
well.
like Jack's Mr. DuPont to be staked and brought to me so he can face justice and trial. But if that's not possible, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being based nearly alive and 10 being very much dead, we're looking about the 37 mark.
I like you. I like you, Silas. Yeah, I think the court will probably take it up to the 40 mark because, he was an asshole to one of us.
Yes. I will also begin a reinvestigation into the new whereabouts of wherever Ajax is hiding again. He's not an easy one to be able to keep track of.
Very well. If
And
you find
especially with this recent little explosion of incident, he's probably going to be keeping his head down. You might find that wherever Jonathan is, Ajax might not necessarily be too far away.
Very well. If you find his location, please let us know. I think the court will love to have a chat with that gentleman.
Well, remember, I'm not entirely guaranteed on how Mr. Voorhees decided to betray us, and you might have even not even gone over to that side. Maybe it was someone else's bidding. Maybe his mind has been influenced. Maybe he's somehow been enslaved against his will. It doesn't matter too much anymore.
Very well.
That little, well, as fond as him as I were, and he helped me with many things, he has been the rabid dog that bit the hand that fed him once too many times.
Well, yeah, I understand that. So we will do this in a way to pick up the ball again, so to speak.
Excellent, excellent. And I do hope those safe houses I provided for you in New Jersey are coming in handy.
When you say New Jersey, he goes like, yeah, we will see, we're fine, we're fine.
I'll make sure that they're kept open for your need. I also have details on street contacts that you might be able to use.
Oh, for example?
Your general go-to there's a few street sellers that hawk goods across New Jersey, spend most of their time out and about, have a habit of seeing things. I have them move a little bit of merchandise on the side. I have a rather large business.
Very well. I understand. Well, I think we have a deal, Mr. Silas.
Excellent. Well, it's great that we will be able to come into a nice arrangement on this.
Yes. That will avoid a lot of unpleasant feelings between us.
Well, it all
It's
helps
always...
both your people and my people's aim of a nice, peaceful city where we can just go about our daily existence.
Yes, I much like my daily existence, and I know you also like your daily existence a lot.
It's
So,
one of those things where we can both see eye to eye.
how is your kind managing this?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, 2 members of your community has been killed and 1 has been kidnapped.
The overall reaction's not particularly good. I'm gonna, at a point, have to keep you people, no offense, at very, very long arms length. We might be about to be visited by some rather senior members. They're extremely dangerous, and are best if you guys simply avoid them.
Oh, I see. Again, the doctor wants to get more information from Silas, so you know what? Time for empathetic response now. Because
Yay!
I'm a bastard. Since this is a very friendly questioning, it drops the difficulty. Come on, Silas. You know I need this to properly work. The ones I dare tell you.
What difficulty were you at?
4, so I got only one
Oh,
success.
okay. Like I said, I'm sorry. I might have assumed that you knew a little bit more about my group. You see, my group, we have a lot of different levels of management. Each one
Mhm.
looking after and making sure that the one below us are functioning in a decent way, making sure that, for example, the masquerade is kept, making sure that we function in a semblance of harmony with each other.
Mhm.
Each level of management is progressively much, much more dangerous than the previous level of management.
Yes, it tends to be like that in every situation.
Yes,
So,
one of the upper levels is potentially going to be paying us a visit.
oh, like branch manager, senior manager, the
Pretty
manager.
much.
Oh shit. Uh, my apologies, my consolations. Good for you. I don't know how to react to this.
Pretty much in those exact same ways. Like I said, it's best that when one of them arrives, that we spend some mutual time avoiding each other
Do you have any idea for how long they will stay here?
until matters are a bit more settled.
Mm, I see. I see. Well, then I will do my very best to keep these matters quick, clean, and easy. And he will
Just, just
start
to
moving
just
with
to
his cane.
yeah, yeah, just to hammer in the point. One of the reasons I want them, which was they're not really familiar with your lot, and the lot that they are familiar with are a lot like those devils over there.
Oh
You know,
God,
the
yes.
New Jersey kind. That's the type that they generally had run-ins with.
Yeah,
Therefore, yeah, you see the logic behind the statement.
yeah, they will probably want me dead, and I want to avoid that. So,
Yeah, well, we want that avoided.
well, yeah, the deal is done then. Bringing you back green, bringing you back a couple of ashes.
Fangs, if possible. There's a certain amount of poeticness to having the fangs of the vampire that wronged you.
Sure, well, I will bring you some funds if you want. There's no problem on that. But well, I will start put these engines on motion, Mr. Silas, if you allow me. Good night. He will
If
start.
you need me, just
Yes,
give me a holler.
sure. I will probably send you contact information for some of my people. So I will see you when this is done. And he starts limping away.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, on the next time of New York by Night, what will happen? What will be the new contracts for the Astamite? Will the demons succeed in their mission to have revenge for the ones that wronged them? And will they save Mr. Green? Who knows? Find out on the next episode.